Finchapa.
Over, I just running out of over.
And father for me, Yango.
Me for me here, Mr. Listo, and we get me. I really appreciate them. No, say a journalist here, but I just want to say I'm sorry, say me do quickly. Now, on my twat, the organization. The America about the Nawoka communication, NBC sustaining the message and all that. About me, I don't want to say. About me, I'm too much drama or no. Many are known Serioüṣ. A carry from Geneti or Tower, a rich me, everyone goes to Serioüṣ, implemented by Natalie, Ghana, everything.
Me, Samuel, Samuel. Samira say was it say free agreso sana okay
I said you wait a minute now ojo for na pia o na na me e full ni for e just na full ni for but o dey be my anka dey na o kafa communication one of your guests, I think Doctor, the woman in the green scarf, already should be about a year. NBC sustaining the message and the media being a stumbling blocker. I think Emma NBC for also raise the issue. Mr. Raise the issue about senior. I was the NBC. They need to at least make sure sustaining message. Consistently. Now. Basically to attack the government and attack not in a negative way, to basically break down the government propaganda. Now, honestly, you guys had a very good point. And I like the way you brought in the old strategic way and not NDC, AUZ in sending their messages around. Now, okay, they are able to put a board and now. To be very fair with you, I side with one of your guests, the woman in the green scarf. She raised an issue with the media not being too friendly when it comes to propagating NBC's message. You cannot solely blame the media, but like Bobie, okay, I think people are speaking to this afternoon. The number of people you are reaching. Yes. Calculation times 10. The media houses also are speaking on different issues at the same time. So you could see it's a little bit difficult to think. This is the situation now. So for a traditional way of sending the message, it becomes tough because one, if you only listen to anyone can say more aggression here to expose the government. How many are you? As much as you are allowed as Accra FM, XYZ, where you go, let's do a general overview of platforms that are sending messages. Here, very realistic. And come we are 1% out of media platforms that are propagating the message of the NBC. Now, sustaining your message in such an environment is difficult because the money engineer said, you also be really issue about trying to bring the other media guys on board. Let's remember, sir, majority of the media houses are the other journalists who are not on board or trying to speak the truth. If you even say on board, they say you are convincing them to come and do what you want, who are not speaking the truth. Their bloodline, NPP built media houses. If you call Oman FM, propagate the NBC message, it's not going to work. And we have seen a lot of these media houses that only you want to say the NTP, but you could see their line of editorial and the way they put the messages across, the predetermined ideas from that. Now, there's something happening in our political space that it is becoming more scientific than practical. It's becoming scientific because, to be honest, even though you are sitting on Accra FM, a traditional radio, your own platform on Facebook can get 2,000 shares and likes within 1 hour. Accra FM is very capable of doing that, but we can do that only on the airwaves. You see, the scientific part, the NDC needs to introduce that part into their communication and their way of tackling issues. That's why when it comes to 2016 elections, after 2016 election, look at America. After 2016, sorry, look at Bobie.
Yeah, now because this is where my argument is. The issue about the scientific approach. Today, Mesoria, traditional way of dissemination information, no. Make me like I say, I don't need Accra FM. I don't need Peace FM. I don't need Adom FM. I don't need Joy FM. There is another way. And technology actually ubet me use different forms. Edi arreche or manfo. And even with the issue about omo ye MPP for say me a media practitioner me ye MPP ni. When people are faced with realities, Obu would be a change in his stance. Look, Kevin, I know you. Menya sure say Sabita Frache, it could do baby na say NDC for Abodamwa. Now Osha woman say NDC for Abodam. Me, I won't do that. I'm not brought up like that. We have similar other people like us at the other side. And yeah, almost more damn sir. If you are able to reach out to them, they will follow.
You have a point, but you are talking about things that happen behind the scenes. How many NDC communicators can go out there and do things behind the scenes? It's all got to do with the finances you have, the backing you have. The finances in trying to lure people onto your back, it is totally different from holistically people seeing it on stage. You get what I mean? And this is one of the issues that Upana gets back to when you say. It is not that this is a political party. When these people came into power, they have found ways to cut down your blood source. They got blood source. People who were influentially, financially strong in your party to be running the party. It is hard after 8 years. Now remember, I'm going to make this short because more Samira is very important to me. That issue, but in 2008 and 2010, there was an agenda to make sure that the NDC was out of power. The NDC went into a position confused. The state is going to go into a position in disarray, disorganized. The NDC went out and they were shocked that they might lose the election. It was basically the whole nation against the NDC. Now we are going to that point where they all cannot. It makes sense. Bobie knows people in this industry. When you saw me NTT for, but you can meet them and talk to them and say them are the idea. Because I don't get from let's put our political affiliations aside. But it's tough. It's tough because such things, a party that has been in opposition for 8 years, you will need a lot of financial backing to do this. But like you said, the scientific part is for the NDC to dominate more on the social media platform. And they only effectively out. Every single day they put a flyer out. Fake news. Bobie Ansah went to sleep with this person. And so Bobie bitches went to do this. Joma Ama said it. One got on him last week, the way I was screaming.
Yeah.
Peace FM. And Joma Ama said, okay, my to feel kind of not going to get there. Kenya. How do you fight this? And these are the only issues. The next 10 minutes, now you still have to send your message. You need to protect the 24-hour economy. You need to protect your job creation. You need to, and still, you have to still fight all these things. So it becomes difficult.
Anyway.
And I understand your pain, especially Mr.
Yeah.
But the scientific approach is then say, Munga won't have to happen. Someone kind of rocks. You need to go in that same tangent for them to understand you are not kidding. That's the language you understand. Samia Ukumu set up stages, platforms, And then guys won't deliberate to spoil your candidate. All the same. So this is not a time for you people to play nice. But that is a way of politics. This is a political party that is power. That's why the last time I was angry with Omani Boama. If you want to be a gentleman, be a gentleman. If you want to get dirty, be dirty. That is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Intervene, you guys.
Anyway, Kevin, I think this is a very nice conversation. I would like to join you one evening for us to talk about it, either on my platform or on your platform. Let's have a very broad discussion. Then maybe it's NDC, yeah, will be at the NDC Ghana for how to reach people with the messenger. We will just give it to them so that at least you wait in your AG and what happens and for him. Thank you so much, my brother. Sure.
But I'm going to go foreigner. What?
Mate, you go to foreigner, no? All right, so that's it. Okay, Doc, sorry. Gajiru time kakrebi. Fache, why?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay,
Kevin Kwande is fine with me.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'm a chia me hukeni Alaji Amidu Abubakari. You say, yeah, I got that man broken heart. Kevin, if you are I got that, if you know what open for fire, but my for fire car. I got that echo one crown who say, oh, yeah, pana may sympathize with you. Anyway, Kevin, I love you so much. Me show programs every day, every time. But that's so said the Americano and on a Kevin Beshe Mukenano say, oh, positioner. Some of these journalists, known MPP journalists, and I don't quite say you could do something Kenya, Meche could do Kumasi about free SHS as a Koka Kumasi Afena, despite media group in the UTV for more patcho. It was a deliberate attempt. What I say to tarnish the image of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Some of these nonsense, moving forward to 2024, gata to gata. From this minute, no munisa. Yabema penning for now, Omafan say, Ombe gentle politics, not nasi. Now you know my ready see no call, follow to the gata no, yes, you know more aquanesa pepe.